everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Arlington Weekly News. I'm Craig Nolan. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Daniel Pineda.
And I'm Adele Quo.
And here we go with another show somewhere around the middle, almost the end of February 2013. Spring is on the way. Hang in there. A little chilly out there, but
very cold, yeah.
We'll bundle up and stay indoors if you can. We have news. Well, before we begin, though, would you like to tell folks about our
yes, well,
our social media
yes,
experience?
well, the Arlington Weekly News is available at www.youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1, and you can also visit us on Facebook, facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News. So please visit us on the tube.
That's right, and I forgot the rundown, but it's the usual rundown news, and CBB and Adele is here with
It's Easy Being Green. With our cool graphics.
Rich has his reviews, news for seniors, and then Rich wraps it up doing double duty again tonight with his interview with the folks from Teatro de la Luna. And that's our show. Here's the first of our news items. Well, at the end of last year, the Arlington County Board asked County Manager Barbara Donnellan to create a budget proposal for fiscal year 2014. The proposal was needed to close a projected gap of $25 to $50 million in the combined schools and county budgets. The budget submitted proposed a mix of spending cuts and tax increases. Some initial spending cuts have already begun. Oh, that's very nice. It include job reductions. Arlington County's budget follows an annual cycle with the fiscal year starting July 1 and ending June 30th of the following year. So we hope you can make it through the budget cuts coming up. They're coming. All right, Daniel.
Well, last week, County Manager Barbara Donnellan notified all 3,600 county employees that the county is cutting 46 staff positions, including 20 that are currently filled. And she also says the county has implemented a hiring slowdown, and that, in addition to the cuts, 20 employees have taken early retirement packages. Even with the cuts, there are still county positions that are open and need to be filled. Donnellan is working with division and department managers to place the 20 employees whose jobs were cut into those open positions, and she didn't identify which jobs were going to be cut. Craig.
Some information now on homeless shelters around Arlington. The number of people served in Arlington homeless shelters rose 6% last year, but the average length of time a person stayed in the shelter decreased by 28%, and the average length of stay for homeless families fell from about 5.5 months to 3 months. The annual point-in-time count of sheltered and unsheltered homeless people conducted in January of each year dropped 2% from a total of 461 in 2011 to 451 in 2012. These and other findings were announced by leaders of Arlington's 10-year plan to end homelessness. The report was part of the group's annual presentation to the Arlington County Board. Daniel.
Well, if you have an Arlington Public Library card and have an investment portfolio, there are 3 premium analysis tools that you can access for free. They are Morningstar, a widely used investment publication, Value Line, which provides in-depth data and analysis on mutual funds, and Standard & Poor's weekly newsletter. In addition to some of this good information, the newsletter will give you daily pricing data. Call the Business Services Librarian or email afox@arlingtonva.us. Some valuable information.
You bet. Other valuable information here is about what happens if an emergency occurs. Arlington County is building a Community Emergency Response Team, or CERT. They are offering free classes to train residents on how to help themselves and others in the event of an emergency. The hands-on training covers topics ranging from weather emergencies, medical response, terrorism, and search and rescue. The training of a Community Emergency Response Team, or CERT, began 10 years ago in Arlington. Members have assisted the community in various capacities. An example occurred last June after the derecho storm, when calls weren't getting through to 911. CERT members were very helpful. Advanced registration is required for this course, and you need to do that for the March class. So check out this email to register. Email Arlington, capital C-E-R-T, @gmail.com, and that should get you started. Sounds like a good class to take. Daniel.
Well, this week is the first Columbia Pike Restaurant Week. There are plans to have it every year, and you can get dinner for $25 and lunch for $10 at participating restaurants. Visit feedthepike.com for details, including a list of the participating restaurants. February 24th is the last day, so go ahead.
Restaurant Week.
Restaurant Week at Columbia Pike.
What's not to like about Restaurant Week? Okay, thanks, Daniel. And we'll be back with our CBB file right after we hear from Adele. And
it's easy being green. Adele, how are you?
It's easy being green.
Hello, I'm Adele Quo, and it's easy being green, especially by removing invasive English ivy from trees. Winter is the perfect time to see and remove invasive English ivy from trees. Sadly, English ivy is a popular ground cover, quick growing, low maintenance, shade loving, and evergreen. But buyer beware. Unless contained, it can become an aggressive invader that scales trees, inundates yards, and diminishes the appearance and value of your property. These invasive non-native vines grow very aggressively and often escape from landscapes around your homes. They creep into the natural areas, choking out anything in its path. They overtake native undergrowth and outcompete it for nutrients and water. They shade out and replace the wildflowers, shrubs, and young trees of the natural forest. They also climb and may eventually kill those trees. Those vines change our open forest into dense monocultures, eliminating the diverse variety of plants needed by birds and other wildlife to provide food and shelter through each of the seasons. They are garden thugs gone wild. Our local parks are under attack by English ivy and other exotic and non-native plants that have been introduced into our area from faraway places such as Asia and Europe. Join the Remove Invasive Plants, also known as RIP or RIP, volunteer group in Arlington County who help protect our native flora and fauna in our parks. Come learn which plants are a problem and how they negatively impact our parkland and even threaten your yards. This group supports the Arlington County Invasive Plant Program. RIP volunteers help control the invasive plants in Arlington by taking part in hands-on removal of invasive plants from county property. For more information, contact Sarah Archer at 703-228-1862 or go ahead and visit the website on your screen. So remember, it's easy being green by helping to protect Arlington from invasive vines such as English ivy.
Thank you so much, Adele.
Really, that stuff is everywhere.
Nasty
it's
stuff.
It's very pervasive, and it will, over time, it will kill a tree.
It will take down trees,
Yeah.
that pretty little ground cover that we like.
So beware of the ivy. All right. Good advice. Thanks,
Thank you,
Adele.
Thank you.
Okay, as promised now, our CBB, or Community Bulletin Board file. Here we go. On Wednesday, March 27, there'll be a special streetcar town hall meeting at Kenmore Middle School in the auditorium. Arlington County Board members and county staff will share the vision and process that led to the board's decision to build streetcar lines along Columbia Pike and on Route 1 between Crystal City and Pentagon City. The town hall meeting will give attendees the opportunity to ask questions of the county board members pertaining to the streetcar lines, the proposed streetcar lines. The town hall meeting will begin at 6:45 in the evening and will run until about 9 p.m. The Kenmore Middle School, located at 200 South Carlin Springs Road in Arlington. Daniel.
Well, Offender Aid and Restoration, OAR, needs dedicated and passionate individuals to volunteer and make a difference in the lives of ex-offenders. The opportunity they would like to fill first is for tutors and mentors in their post-release education program. Volunteers could choose to tutor classes on the GED, basic literacy, employability, or job readiness. Correct?
Okay, Daniel, and more information now on OAR. Another OAR opportunity is for group program facilitators at the Arlington Jail. Facilitators can lead courses on life skills, money management, or employability. Both volunteer opportunities include help with anger management programs. For more information on either of these volunteer opportunities, give them a call, 703-228-7031. And Daniel and I will be back with our News for Seniors file right after we hear from Rich Masabny and his reviews. Here's Rich.
Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys. Okay, 90 seconds. I'm going to race through this stuff. Just look on the screen for the graphics. Tell you what it is. There's a wonderful show at the Woolly Mammoth Theater downtown called The Convert. It's showing how in Rhodesia about 100 years ago there was, now it's called Zimbabwe, tells about an African Christian woman who's there, and she goes to a wonderful Christian missionary, and it's just terrific acting, wonderful. I can't name all the people. Look on the screen there. You don't want to miss this. 202-393-3939. It's just a terrific show. Arena Stage got a good show, too. Metamorphosis. I've never seen a pool this big on a large stage. A big pool. And it's about it's a mythical tale of Ovid, as translated by David Slavitt. It's a series of short tales told by 10 actors playing different roles. It's just terrific. It plays through March 17 at the Arena Stage. You can call them at 202-488-3300. Roundhouse Theater in Bethesda. I'm telling you now, I'm only picking the good ones. And they got Glengarry Glen Ross. This is a David Mamet show, if you know his kind of stuff. He's also doing something now at Theater J called, I can't think of the name of it now, but at Theater J. Race, it's called Race. Anyway, this one, Glengarry Glen Ross, is about salesmen, real estate salesmen who are trying their best to make a buck. And it's tough language in this thing, too. But it plays through March 3rd at Roundhouse Theater. And before I was a critic, I was a salesman myself on the street as a manufacturer's rep, and I know what these guys were going through. Anyway, the number for Roundhouse, 240-644-1100. They're playing through March 3rd. And finally, the Phillips Collection. Now we're going highbrow. They've got abstract expressionism there. Here's a chance to see the works of 3 artists from the 1950s. America's Jackson Pollock, American Alfonso Osorio, and Frenchman Jean Dubuffet. There's 55 paintings, mixed media. It's worth it to go down there to the Phillips Collection. They're located at 1600 21st Street in the district, or call 202-387-2151. And check the website, phillipscollection.org. Believe it or not, that's it. I think it did it under 90 seconds. What do you say?
That was really fast.
Yeah.
90 seconds.
90 seconds.
Speed demon Rich that you are.
That's right.
Excellent. Thanks, Rich.
Yeah.
Okay, as promised now, our News for Seniors segment on this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. Arlington County's Department of Parks and Recreation has several fun, rewarding, and helpful volunteer opportunities available for seniors. Volunteer Program Specialist Malada Weaver, if I got that right, will be at Walter Reed outlining the department's volunteer options and how to apply for a position. Oh, I forgot my News for Seniors glasses. There we go, much better.
Now you can read it.
Now I can see it. The event is on Thursday, February 28 at 1 in the afternoon at Walter Reed Senior Center. For more information, enter register 703-228-0955. Daniel.
Well, the fear of falling and breaking a hip is always a concern for older seniors. Kelly Arthur from Virginia Healthcare Services will meet with seniors at Aurora Hills to share ways to decrease the risk of falling. Ms. Arthur will also discuss physical and occupational therapy services. You can hear her speak on Wednesday, that's February the 27th at 1:30 p.m. at Aurora Hills Senior Center. For more information and to register, call 703-228-5722. Craig.
All right, and the legendary Arlington musical group Just Play in Country will be playing at the Lee Senior Center Monday morning, March 4 at 10:15 in the morning. Just Playin' Country plays at the Lee Senior Center every other Monday, alternating with the popular Lee Jammers group. The Jammers will be playing at Lee Senior Center on Monday, March 11th, starting at 10:15 in the morning. For more information, give them a call at Lee Senior Center, 703-228-0555. Daniel.
Every senior adult in Arlington 55 or older is encouraged to register with the Office of Senior Adult Programs, OSAP. For an annual fee of $20, OSAP registration offers access to 6 senior centers, community centers with senior programming, a copy of the 36-page 55-plus guide sent directly to your home every month, and up to 20-day trips for you to choose from. And the 55-plus guide lists all of the senior programs being held at community centers for a 2-month period. For more information, call 703-228-4721. And once again, we want to thank our own Judy Masami for helping us out with these week's stories. Thank you so much, Judy, for your hard work and dedication.
Thanks, Judy.
Thank you, Judy.
All right, before we go to Rich and his interview here, just a reminder to join us next week when AWM's Miriam Gennari will be talking with County Board Chair Walter Tejada. Don't miss that one. It's coming up next week on next week's edition of the Arlington Weekly News. And now, as promised, to wrap up this week's show, here's Rich Masabny doing double duty again tonight, talking with the lovely ladies from Teatro de la Luna. Here's
Hi, this is Rich Masabny. It's a great pleasure. You people know that I'm prejudiced. I love these people from Teatro de la Luna, the greatest Hispanic group in the greater Washington area. And we got them right here in Arlington. And over at Gunston, and you know where Gunston is. I've talked about Gunston for 26 years. It's over on South Glebe Road. And Teatro de la Luna is doing a wonderful comedy, Sex, Shame, and Tears. How do you say that in Spanish?
Sexo, pudor y lágrimas.
That's what I thought. And who just talked here is the producer, one of the bosses at Teatro, is Nucky Walder. And we have 2 sisters here. Can you tell? Gabby and Jackie Coro.
Yes.
And we have, I have to say, we got a gentleman who's one of the people also behind the show, but there was not enough room up here, and he graciously said he'll stand aside, Marvin Quintero. And he does his thing too. But we have pretty girls up here, Marvin, so I hope you don't mind. Okay? Thank you. I want to give the phone number up on the screen there, please, Jay, if you will, and the information 703-548-3092. That is the number to call up Teatro de la Luna. And, of course, you can look on the website.
No website.
Right.
Yeah, teatrodelaluna.org, and you can see all the things. But this particular show, Sex, Shame, and Tears, I'm the guy who has tears, you know, at this age. But anyway, they do the shows on Thursday at 8, and then Friday at 8, and then Saturday at 3 in the afternoon, 8 at night. No Sunday shows. And it's a wonderful, funny show. You got good people in it. And it's going to be through March 9th.
Through March 9th.
That's good.
Right. That's
now,
correct.
What do you 2 ladies, you backstage working on the show or what? Tell us.
Help them like volunteer.
Yeah.
We always greet people, make sure everyone's there
Yeah.
to see the play.
Of course, you've been an actress. You were on
I
some
have
of
helped
some
them
of their
before,
shows.
yes, some of their shows.
You haven't, right?
No, unfortunately, not yet, but I'm hoping to do it soon.
Why don't you put her on a show?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, I'll be on tomorrow.
Yeah. And Noka and her husband, Mario Marcel, he's a great director.
Yes.
And he directs the show, and there's some good people in it. You want to name Marcella's in it?
Marcela is in this show.
Yeah, and
We
Ivanka?
actually we had 6 actors from different countries.
Yeah.
Marcela from Paraguay.
Yeah.
Alfredo Sanchez from Venezuela.
Yeah.
Jovinka from Bolivia.
Yeah.
Juan Pablo Bacatello from Argentina. Alex Albuquerque from
Yeah.
Peru.
Yeah.
And Lily Ilniski from Ukraine.
And you would know it, this blonde beauty speaks Spanish as well as you people.
Yes.
I'm amazed.
That's
I'm amazed.
fluently,
You know, for a young lady, I mean, she, I don't know how long she's known Spanish, but she's excellent.
And the playwright from Mexico. The director from Argentina.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
all the countries over there.
I urge you to see the show because it's kind of sexy. Well, it says that, doesn't it? Sex, shame, and tears. But it's a touching show too. It's not silly all that way. It's some nice feelings about this show.
It's comedy, but it's serious too.
Yes.
Because put you to think about it.
Yes, it's a wonderful show, and I just tell you they do such good stuff at Teatro de la Luna. Now I'm going to put a plug in, even though I'm talking now about currently. I got to tell you, make a note to yourselves. Is it October, November when you have that international
The
festival?
International Festival
It's the
of
greatest thing in Washington. I don't care what. They have from a different country, about 6 different weeks, and each week is a different Hispanic country, Argentina, Bolivia, whatever it is, and you get stars from over there coming here, and you're sitting in Gunston like this, watching the way they do their humor and their stuff. It's wonderful, wonderful. But anyway, getting back to this, remember, look at their website, Teatro de la Luna. It's on the screen.org, and the phone number is 703-548-3092, and we have 3 lovely ladies here. Nucky Wilder, she acts too, but she's like a producer, overall
Right now,
producer.
yeah.
And Gabby, and you might be the best-looking sister team in Washington. I just thought of that.
That's what we were hoping for.
You know, really.
Thank you. That's very
That's
flattering.
very nice.
My gosh, do you do anything in bathing suits?
Not at the moment.
No, well,
Especially because it's
winter,
winter. It's kind of
Summertime.
oh,
For
but there's a
summertime.
little bit of stuff in this sex, shame, and tears, right? There's a little
Sure.
bit. Ivanka's a little bit takes your top up a little bit, huh?
You have
Right?
to come and see that.
That's
have to
right.
come and find
That's
out for
right.
yourself.
That's right. But you always do good stuff, and what I love about Gunston, I mean, you've got to have been there, I'm sure. But can you give me a time check, Cam? But at Gunston, you can park out there. There's plenty
Free
of free
parking.
free
Free
parking,
parking.
and it's just wonderful. I mean, I can't think of a better venue in this area because parking going places is such a problem.
Yes.
But not here.
You're right.
Not here. And it's safe and everything. It's a wonderful thing. And I want to thank you all. We're just about to close out on this. Remember, it's a wonderful, funny thing. Sex, shame, and tears. And as I said, I end up with the tears, at my age. But anyway, the phone number is 703-548-3092. Teatro de la Luna. It's on the screen now. No excuse. You can see it. And we have these lovely ladies, and they are Gabby and Jackie Coro. Gabriela, is it, or what is it really?
Gabriela.
Yeah, okay. And
And also, Mr. Masamni, on Friday evening after the performance, we do the post-performance discussion, and it's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
People used to stay to discuss about the play
every Friday?
with the actor every Friday.
After that 8 o'clock show
After
ends?
the show.
Oh, gee, I got to think of doing that myself.
Yeah, because
You can ask questions directly to the actors. And
Oh, that's great. That's great.
It's the feedback. The
Yeah.
feedback helps.
Yeah,
makes
I love
the show
that.
better.
I love that. Yeah. Well, I have to remember doing that
we
myself.
have a special guest to conduct the discussions.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful. Well, I want to thank you all for coming.
Oh, thank you
Thank
for
you
having
so
us.
much.
Wonderful,
It's been
wonderful.
To
And
you.
I want to thank you too, Marvin Quintero, sitting out there watching us.
Thanks, Marvin.
He's behind the scenes. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, thank-
This is
thanks
Rich
to you.
Masabny. Back to the desk.
All right, thanks, Rich, and thank you, Rich, for the ladies from
Yeah, they're
Teatro
lovely.
de la
They're
Luna,
lovely.
de la Luna. I love saying that, and they're doing Sex, Shame, and Tears
Right.
at Gunston.
That's right.
Yeah.
When I
You
saw
seen
it,
it? Oh, you've seen it.
I was in tears.
You were in tears. I'm sure you were.
See these young people getting involved in sexual stuff.
Oh my goodness, we'll have to check it out. Okay, and that's it. That's about a wrap for this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. Have a safe week, and next week you be there. Well, I'll be off. I'm taking a week off, but these guys will be here to
Yeah,
We'll be
hold
here
it
next
down.
week.
carry on.
We'll
They'll hold
it
down the fort. So have a safe week, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Take care.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.